All right, so we're going to demo Inspector Grizzly. It's our fork of the Inspector tool. We thought that the Inspector was missing quite a few functionalities, so we decided to add them. The first one is in the Analysis tab. You're able to quickly run a security review on an MCP server that you've added. In my case, I've added an MCP server that I built myself. I voluntarily added some poison tools, so it's going to be able to tell me if there is prompt injection attempts in the tools that I have, in the prompts that I have on my server. This is very useful if you're just trying to run an MCP server or add them in your favorite MCP client, knowing if there is any attempt in prompt injection, tool poisoning, or anything like this very quickly. The second feature that we've added is an LLM playground. So yeah, this is what you can imagine, but I think it's very useful to be able to test your MCP server tools, resources, and prompts right with an LLM. So in my case, what I've added is a MCP server that has a way to search for companies. So uh, I'm going to check infos about the previous company that we built, which was called Streamroot in France, and it's going to run the tool. So there we go. We have a new playground right here. You can add your API key from Anthropic. Right now, we're only using Anthropic, but we can add more in the future. And last but not least, in the Tools tab, I'm just going to use another MCP for this test because it's going to make more sense than my poisoned MCP. So let's check the tools that I have. So here it's a bunch of Notion tools, but I want to see if those tools first are compliant with the different way LLM consumed them. I don't know if you know, but for instance, OpenAI has pretty strict rules in terms of the naming. You cannot add you have to add an underscore. You cannot add the hyphen in your tool's name, for instance. So this is going to be able to let me know, but I can also evaluate the tools. And what this is going to do is going to generate test cases to make sure that LLM are going to be able to call the right tools. If you have a bunch of tools that are a little bit too close semantically, this will give you a good idea if you maybe need to adjust the descriptions of your tools to help the LLM knows when to call each tool. There we go. So it has generated 26 test cases. So for example, this one is telling, hey, okay, the prompt that it's going to give the LLM is, can you create a new Notion page? It's expecting a tool call to be this one, Notion create page. Oops. But it's actually calling Notion fan page by title. So this is going to be wrong. And you can have a lot of test cases like this. So the test cases, usually it's, hey, there should be a tool call and the tool call should be this one. So this allows you to quickly run yeah, test cases if you're building the server and you want to make sure that you don't have too close descriptions. This is our Inspector Grizzly. Thank you for watching.